All right, so let's go on to the next verse. Proverbs 4 and 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief. Who is that? The wicked, the man of sin. Let's read that over. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So the scripture is saying they don't sleep until they do some wickedness. Every day they wake up with wickedness on their mind. They might hold the door for you. They might give you a bottle of water. They might ask you how you doing and tell you I hope you have a good day. But he's not going to be satisfied until he do wickedness. They not going to sleep until they do wickedness. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So the thief cometh to steal, kill, and destroy. So they can't sleep until they've destroyed somebody. That's why they get such a kick and such a rush out of, the police killing Negroes. They go home and had the best sleep of their life. I did it, babe. I killed the nigger. They rest well on top of that. So again, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. They got a saying in the world, you are what you eat. So mentally, they feed their brain wickedness and violence. Therefore, they act out that wickedness and violence. And we're going to show you some examples of Esau doing mischief in the earth. So let's look at this. East Palestine dam collapses, releasing toxic derailment sludge into local waterways. We know about that train that derailed, spilled all kind of toxic chemicals. Well, they built a dam around it so that the chemicals wouldn't spread and leak off into the water. Well, if they built the dam, why didn't they pick the mess up? Once they contained the spill, well, the dam broke and it went into the waterways. They knew the dam was going to break. They know how to build a dam when they really need to. So they built it to act like they was helping you just for it to break. So they can say they tried. But this is them doing mischief. Even the train derailed, that's mischief. And then they told the people that the environment was safe, that they could stay there. But then all the animals started coming up dead. Let's look at some more mischief. Significant derailment hits Florida. Hazmat crew monitoring one car with 30,000 gallons of propane. 30,000 gallons of propane that's about to be leaked off into the environment. That's them doing mischief. They made the train derail. That's the new trend of the so-called white man. All right, another one. Alert. Big train derailment in West Virginia. Injures several people. Sends diesel and oil into local river. Yeah, because they come to steal, kill, and destroy. People gonna die in an accident. People gonna ultimately get sick, die, and be destroyed from the toxins. And not only the people, but the wildlife, the animals, the plants. So this is them doing mischief. They get a kick out of that. Heads up, another fire. Big spill of hydrofluoric acid into water near Tennessee, Mississippi border. So yeah, they causing all kinds of things to crash in the spill. That's them doing mischief. They can't sleep, not except they have done mischief. Their sleep is taken away unless they cause something to fall. Because what? They eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. This is what they wake up to do. The wicked who's coming is after the working of Satan. You know, Esau has a wicked thought. Satan deceives him into acting it out. And that's what they do. Let's see what else we got. At least 36 dead and dozens more injured in train derailment. They're going to sleep good on that. It was just a train derailment today, I believe, in Alabama. We know it's going to be some more coming. Well, what's going to be the next trend? It's going to be planes falling out the sky, which is already accounted at right now. That's going to increase. So the next scripture we're going to get, we're going to go to Proverbs 1 and 13. This is concerning the wicked. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. So yeah, Esau, the white man, goes all over the earth, stealing the gold, stealing the oil, stealing the diamonds, stealing the resources, stealing the children, stealing the women. And oh, they over there in Africa stealing cobalt, lithium, rare minerals, precious substances that's necessary to make these smartphones. Esau go take all that stuff, they say they're gonna go find all of it and they're gonna fill their houses with the spoil. you know, Esau take these things and bring it back to America. Or they may pay them people, just a few dollars while Esau profits thousands, if not millions of dollars off these stolen resources, off these precious substance that they steal outside of America. Hey, that's what the scriptures say. Speak of riches gotten by deceit. The white man will tell you you gotta go to school, you gotta get a business, you gotta work hard, you gotta network, you gotta get educated for you to get rich. Meanwhile, Esau's not educated. Esau not networking. Esau don't. Esau ain't going to school. Hey, when Edomites go to school and try to get rich, that stuff don't work. Because what? The scriptures speak of riches gotten by deceit. Every Edomite that you see today that got rich, it was gotten by deceit. They deceived somebody. And it's a saying that I heard, for every fortune that is made, a crime is committed. So, hey, that's Esau. The rich is gotten by deceit. They either steal it or they pay you a couple dollars while they make millions of dollars. And let's read this again. We shall find our precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. So, again, this is that precious substance, one of many precious substance. And what do you see? You see the U.S. Marines. You see the United States flag. What else do you see? Yeah, Edomites. Now, let's prove that they up to no good. Well, first of all, if you just finding gold, digging for gold, why do you got your military gear on? Why can I probably imagine that there's tanks, MRAPs, automatic weapons, grenade launchers in the background? Why is the gold already nicely stacked, like somebody had already found it and stored it? Because what? They said we shall find all precious substance and fill our houses with spoil. Same with the lithium and the cobalt, with the oil and the diamonds. They want to control the world's oil market. So now, matter of fact, we got another video we're gonna show real quick.
New at 5:30, an Old Dominion University professor is taking a lot of heat. Alan Walker said the word pedophile shouldn't be used to refer to people who are attracted to children because it comes with a stigma.
Hear that?
Walker also said people can be attracted to children without acting on it. Dana Smith has more on what the professor said and the response from Walker and the community.
You can be attracted to children without acting on it. Well, Satan going to deceive Esau into acting on it. Excuse me.
The controversy surrounding Old Dominion University professor Dr. Alan Walker centers around their argument that not everyone who is attracted to children will abuse children.
It isn't actually a choice. So people are just born with this condition.
In an interview with the Prostasia Foundation, Walker said the term minor attracted people, or MAPS, should be used to describe people who are attracted to children.
It's less stigmatizing than other terms like pedophile. A lot of people, when they hear the term pedophile,
man, somebody tell him to man up.
It means a sex offender. And that isn't true, and it leads to a lot of misconceptions about attractions toward minors.
But not everyone sees.
See what the scriptures say? If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. So they preying on children, preying on minors, giving them toys, giving them ice cream, candy, having events where the children could come play. That's them lurking privily for the innocent without cause. Talk about trying to normalize pedophilia, make it not be a bad thing. And what the other scriptures say going back. Well, that was about it. So showing that what? For they cannot sleep until they have done mischief. Their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Hey, a lot of children, they die being raped. And then you did what? You killed them. The thief cometh not but for to steal. You stealing their virginity. You stealing their body and misusing it. So they stealing children, kidnapping them. That's why they got all these pedophilia rings, all these scandals, women and child sex trafficking. They steal people, and then those people get raped to death. They end up getting killed. Not to mention the child sacrificing, the blood drinking. The wicked is being revealed, just like the Lord said it would. Now let's go to the next verse, Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. So this is another characteristic of the wicked. Aside from them stealing gold and stealing all the resources, because going back a little bit, it's not the Japanese or the Africans or the Arabs that's trying to steal up all the gold. It's Esau. China, they actually buying gold. They doing what's right by the gold. An even exchange. Esau over there stealing it with his military. And then what about the oil? You got Esau that went to war with the Middle East for over 20 years to take control of their oil. Well, now they going to war with Russia, China, Ukraine. To what? To steal their oil. They did what? They blew up Nord Stream 1 and 2. Pipelines that carry oil from Russia to Europe. They want to steal all of that. It ain't the Chinese doing it. It ain't the Africans doing it. It's Esau. So whose possessors slay them? Slay who? Slay the Lord's chosen people, the Israelites, who and they possessed us here in the Americas. They was our slave masters, our owners. They own us today. That's why we got driver's licenses, birth certificates, social security numbers. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. So yeah, they can kill us all out throughout the city, all out throughout the earth, but they don't hold themselves guilty. They get manslaughter, they get a few years of probation, where it should be the death penalty or life in prison. And they get away. Because remember the scriptures say they are not in trouble as other men. They don't get punished to the same degree that we get punished for the same crimes. So yeah, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, because what? They can't sleep until they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away until they cause something to fall. And it is not the Chinese man killing us, going away free. It ain't the Arabs and the East Indians killing us, going away free. It ain't the Africans killing us and going away free. It's the so-called white man that's killing us and going away free. But that's why the scriptures say, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Jacob will be the Israelites. So for violence against the Israelites, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Yeah, because that's why they got critical race theory. That's why they're trying to take the history of slavery out of the textbooks in school. That's why they're trying to erase the history of slavery and the stealing of this land from Christopher Columbus, because shame is covering them. Because remember, going back, the children will complain of an ungodly father, because they, the children of Esau, shall be reproached for his sake. So they've been accused of all the crimes of their forefathers, and that shame is covering them. And so pretty much that they will be exposed for their violence, and then for violence against their brother Jacob, that's why the Lord is going to cut them off. That's Ezekiel 35:6. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Because what the scriptures say going back, that the Lord will let them have their reign of terror until he moves them out the way, and then shall the wicked be revealed. So to be moved out of the way is to be removed from the earth, be removed out of power. So yeah, for violence against their brother Jacob, shame is going to cover them. That's why we're talking about the mass graves and the hundreds of Native American children that was killed and buried at these different schools in Canada. That's why we still talking about the Black Wall Street massacre and various other massacres throughout America. That's why we still talk about Christopher Columbus. And in doing so, they're being covered with shame. We speaking against these devils through the scriptures. You got the earth that's also rising up against them and pointing the finger at these devils, telling them that they the thief, that they the killer and the destroyers, that they the devil. So now they being covered with shame. So now that's why they want to take the internet down. So we're going to get a few more scriptures. We're going to come now to the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 34:21. The bread of the needy is their life. He that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. So pretty much everybody needs food to survive. In this rulership, you need money to survive. So to defraud somebody of something is to withhold it wrongfully, to take it wrongfully, which is oppression. So if you withhold a man or a family from making a living, you a man of blood. Then when we go down, he that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him. So if you take away your neighbor's living, through oppression, unfair taxes, you don't pay him as high as you pay the other employees, you're taking away his living. That's the same as slaying them. That's why they got a saying in the world, man, you killing me. Hey, that's the saying that we say, man, these Edomites killing me, man. Child support, taxes, can't get a job. That's taking away our living. And that would make you a man of blood. And he that defraudeth the laborer of his hire is a bloodshedder. So they like to pay us less than what they pay everybody else. That will make you a bloodshedder. Taxes, oppression, that makes you a bloodshedder. That's why they got a saying in the world, killing you softly. That he's not actually killing you, but he's doing it slowly or indirectly because he's taking away the chief things you need for life, food, water, and shelter. So he that taketh away his neighbor's living slayeth him, and he that defraudeth the laborer of his hire is a bloodshedder. And who is it that's defrauding us of our labor? The scriptures say, who made no accounts of his labor? Didn't the white man get away with hundreds of years of free labor during the times of slavery in the cotton fields, tobacco fields, with the animals, building the White House, building a house, laying down all the streets, the railroads, tracks here in America? Then they get away with free labor? So he's a bloodshedder. He's a man of blood. That's why Satan is red. The Bible don't say that, but the white man painted him red. Well, Satan matches Esau. They both red. Just Esau, just a lighter shade of it. So yeah, those who made no account of our labors, the fraud of us our labors, he's a bloodshedder. And that take away from his neighbor's living. It's like you killing them. And that's how they get rich. They pay us pennies while they make all the big profit. That's the richest gotten by the sea. Now also too, the book of Sirach, better known as Ecclesiasticus, we're going to hit 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. And what's an example of the white man being evil to himself? Why are these people protesting? Because of inflation. They won't increase. They won't increase the minimum wage, so the people can barely make it. And and they doing that to his own people. That's over there in Europe. So what is he doing? He defrauding the labor of his hire. That's what inflation is. Things are gonna cost more, but we're gonna pay you the same. So it's really like you getting paid less since things cost more. That's the fraud and the labor of your hire. You a bloodshedder. Because ultimately you taking away from your neighbor's living that they can't sustain themselves. You killing them slowly. You a bloodshedder. Yeah, and also too, they just had a long winter, without power, without gas and oil because of the war between Ukraine and Russia. America destroyed the pipelines. You know, Europe can't get no oil from Russia because of America. Esau did that to his own people. So again, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? Yeah, so if he's evil to his own people, other white people, what do you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, what do y'all think y'all got coming? Why do y'all desire to continue to live among the white man, the man of sin, the wicked? Because what Esau is doing to other Edomites is unlike anything that's been seen in the earth. China not cutting off the power and the oil from their own people. Well, we know that all the presidents are on one accord with Esau, you know, to exploit and oppress the people. But again, he that does evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. So Esau don't he don't take pleasure in doing good for you. He don't take pleasure in doing good for the community, doing good for humanity. Because what's their greatest achievements? Nuclear missiles. You know, they can't get together to fix the water crisis. All the contaminated waters to feed those in poverty, those in need. Let's go down to verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwittingly. Yeah, because he don't take pleasure in doing good. We just read previously in the book of Proverbs that he don't sleep until he has done mischief. That his sleep is taken away from him unless he cause something to fall. If he do good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. So you think he been helping you all this time. Meanwhile, this devil really just been setting you up. And you're not going to see it until the end. That's when his wickedness is going to be declared. Like, moving away from gold and silver. Moving on towards paper money. Then credit and debit cards. Now that's going to turn to the microchip. So that's how his wickedness is going to be declared in the end. And one of the last scriptures we're going to get, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee. So if you find yourself in a blackout, in the middle of inflation, you getting drafted to the war, you got cancer, you in court, you being oppressed, well, Esau there. All the world's problems, all the conflict in the world, Esau in the middle of it. And let's read that again, the bottom part. Though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee. Yeah, because you thought he was helping you, at the end he's going to take you down. That's why going back, if he doeth good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. So at the very end, when it's too late, that's when you're going to find out what this devil was about. Oh, one more scripture. So we showing who the wicked is by his characteristics and his actions. So now we're going to hit Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Who's speaking about microchipping people? Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Edomites. The Chinese man ain't trying to microchip you. The Africans and the East Indians and the Arabs ain't trying to microchip you. The children of Israel not trying to microchip you. So that's when you're going to find out who the wicked is, when you're being microchipped. And when you can't buy or sell except you've been microchipped. And then what else? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So when you're getting killed for not taking a microchip, that's where you're going to find out who the wicked is.
Thank you, Chairman. And thank you, Representative Powers, for bringing this. I think it's a very good idea. And I was just wondering about, could I put an amendment on that? It would include hanging by a tree also. And also, I would like to sign on to your bill, sir. Thank you. Leader Sheriff.
So I showed that yesterday.
Could I put an amendment on that? It would include hanging by a tree also.
So they want to hang us by trees again, and to be legalized. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. The thief come to steal, kill, and destroy. They lie in wait for blood. They lurk privily for the innocent without cause. So, hey, the wicked is being revealed. And when the enemy come in like a flood to microchip you, to start putting everybody to death, to depopulate the earth, that's when y'all gonna find out who the wicked is. It's being revealed through the spirit already, but it's gonna be revealed in the flesh when Esau start exterminating everybody. So quickly going back to where we started, and that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Then going down to verse 7, for the mystery of iniquity, the man of sin is already working. Only he who now letteth will let. So the Lord is going to let him do what he's going to do until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the fire of his mouth and destroy with the brightness of his coming. So now that the wicked has been revealed, the Lord is going to take him out of the way. And how is he being taken out of the way? He's being consumed in the spirit by this word. But ultimately, at his coming, at the Lord's coming, he's going to be destroyed with these nuclear missiles and with that chariot fire. So the wicked is being revealed. Now it's time for him to be taken out of the way. But that's it for this lesson here. Kahalal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Rakal Kudash.